Now, Wrexham's chase for back-to-back-to-back promotions is reaching a decisive stage as they push for a place in the Championship. Phil Parkinson's side have defied expectations, but with the pressure now ramping up, every game carries massive weight. I spoke to a Wrexham expert about their chances, and while belief in the squad is strong, they know the job isn't quite done yet. With tough fixtures ahead and rivals pushing just as hard, consistency will be key. A slip-up could mean the difference between automatic promotion and the uncertainty of the playoffs. The ambition is clear. Wrexham wants to complete their incredible rise up the EFL. Now it's all about finding their nerve to finish the job. Yeah, is a key factor, sort of the how good Wrexham have been against promotion contenders. You know, they've not really had a poor result all the way back in September, where obviously they lost to Birmingham City. But other than that, they've been pretty flawless against the teams in and around them in terms of that promotion charge.
Yeah, and that's been a huge difference maybe from last season, really. If you look at the season Wrexham got promoted above from the National League, they lost at Chesterfield away, they lost at Notts County away. Last season, got thumped by Stockport away from home, drew 0-0 with Mansfield Town, who got promoted, beat Crawley, but it didn't really feel like a massive win. So the victory at Wickham and the victory at Huddersfield that both came earlier in March, they were arguably Wrexham's two best away wins, not just this season, but of the last three seasons. And that shows, how monumental that's been for them this season. And we always said at the start of the campaign, if Wrexham have their usual formidable home form, they'll be in and around the playoffs. But if they want to be one of the automatics, they need to start playing that way away from home. And that's been the catalyst, really. That's the biggest difference, that Wrexham are now playing probably their best away football ever under Phil Parkinson. And, ask any rival fan and they say it's awful, horrible, dull to watch. Wrexham are the worst team who could ever get promoted from League One. But they do it every single week. And you might keep on saying, well, it's not sustainable. But if you've done it for not just this season, but 3-4 seasons now, it kind of proves that it is. So, yeah, that away form has been crucial for Wrexham in the run-in. And if you look at the last 8 games, 5 of them are away from home. But that is maybe not such a daunting prospect as it once was.
Yeah, just you mentioned it there, but 20 games played at home, 46 points the return. When was the last time that the racecourse ground wasn't this fortress? That's clearly been a real building block towards getting them these promotions.
Yeah, you have to look predating the takeover, really, where you turn up to the racecourse on a match day and you wouldn't know what to expect. And that was it for the National League years, really. There was a couple of seasons where Wrexham were very good at home. You think the last one was probably the 12-13 season. I think 17-18 they were okay at home as well, but not as formidable, under Sam Ricketts and Graham Barrow. But yeah, you've got to go back over a decade for the last time Wrexham were winning this much at home, and you take it for granted almost now, because you turn up to a Wrexham home game and you expect to see a home win, and so often you get one. And it's, as the seasons go on, it becomes less and less of a sort of headline news when Wrexham don't win at home. But it still is a huge blow whenever it doesn't happen. And Wrexham really do feel that they can get a result against any team at home. Cup game, any team in the league. And that is maybe something that will definitely continue for the last 3 this season. You've got Burton, Bristol and Charlton at home. But then if you look into a potential championship campaign, well, Wrexham will be going from one of the stronger teams in League One to the absolute weakest, you'd say, in the Championship. And that's when that home form will become even more apparent and be even more crucial to get them over the line. So, yeah, again, for all the money spent, Stockport have spent probably just as much. Wickham, I think, are technically the richest team in the EFL. Wrexham are the team who always get sort of the abuse towards them. But the key reason why they've been so good this season is just because they've got that winning mentality, and that all stems from that home form under Phil Parkinson. If Wrexham were to finally get over the line this season, which is a massive if still, would you really rule out back to back to back to back? Who knows?